Today I want to share with you training calisthenics legs and weighted legs, both separately and together, which is better, as well as my own experience through trial and error, so that you'll be able to better align your goals with your training plan. Let's dive in. I'm just gonna get right to the point. There is no right or wrong way of training legs. Well, maybe there is. All jokes aside, there is a right or wrong way of training legs only when your goals don't align with your training. I'm sure you're watching this video right now because you want to get the best bang for your buck. What does that look like? As far as myself, I see a massive advantage in training both, and I have in the past trained both separately and together. However, everyone has different goals, and mine might be different than yours. Personally, my goals at the moment are centered around strength, specifically in the posterior chain and the core, because ultimately this strength can be transferable to planche training, front lever training, and many other skills on my bucket list. Not saying that this is the only way to build strength in these areas, but this is just my outlook. But many people also believe that training legs could hinder their results and progress with these skills because they don't want to store too much mass in their legs. I guess that means I'll have to get even stronger. Seriously though, I think that's just a load of nonsense because training for size or hypertrophy is entirely different from training for strength. Can you train both? Yes. But do you have to? No. Stick to lower rep ranges between 1 to 5 reps with longer rest periods for strength training and larger rep ranges between 8 to 12 reps for hypertrophy training. And for a combination of the two, you can use pyramid sets, working your way up in weight to a 2 rep, 1 rep max, and then repping it out on the way down for maximum hypertrophy. But when it comes to leg exercises and strength training, what better way to strength train than incorporating the king of lifts, barbell squats. The advantage to training barbell squats is that it's a compound movement that targets all of the above mentioned muscle groups and more, as well as providing an efficient method for progressive overload. Having a stable base also makes this a much better exercise for beginners starting out. While you can still build an exceptional level of strength with calisthenics legs, the ceiling for progress is much lower. But bear with me because we're going to talk about the other side of the coin in a moment. Think of it like this. With a pistol squat, you're balancing on one leg. While there are many benefits such as unilateral strength gains, the more you increase the demands for stability or balance, the less overall force you'll produce and the less maximal strength you'll gain as a result. Whereas when we talk about the inverse, if your goal is to gain stability so that you can even out your instabilities between your right and left leg, while at the same time increasing your core strength, flexibility, and mobility, then you may want to prioritize calisthenics legs. The other advantage to training calisthenics legs, obviously, is that you don't need a gym to train. It can be done anywhere. Like I said, you can still train for size or strength if you're prioritizing calisthenics. But bear in mind, it will likely take longer to see results, and there will be a much lower ceiling than with resistance training. Now, personally, while I did see an incredible increase in mobility and stability when training calisthenics legs, this came at the sacrifice of some strength. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. The way I see it, mobility and stability are the most important factors in laying a solid foundation for strength gains. In other words, sometimes you have to lay a new foundation if you want to build it back better. And no, this isn't a political campaign. Point is, don't be afraid to start from scratch. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Disagree? What are your current goals and how are you implementing them into your training plan? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, give me a leg up on the algorithm by smashing that like button. And be sure to share this video and subscribe and ring that bell for future notifications. Later, guys.